From the Las Vegas Strip studio in tantalizing Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Bettor Center Live. Good morning. I'm your host, Brad Stein. You can join us daily, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on bettorcenter.com. Also, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays. Sometimes we do it live, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time when I host. Otherwise, the show is hosted by Louis Diamond. We have three professional sports handicappers here to educate us, to inform us, and, of course, to entertain us. All right, let's introduce those guys. Right now, we have four of them. I just said four. I lied. I meant three. We have Louis Diamond. We have Chip Chirimbus. And all the way from Rochester, New York, we have the one and only Mr. Ross Benjamin. Gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed Week 10 of the National Football League, which will be complete later tonight, Monday Night Football.
I certainly did. Good morning.
I know one of us probably did not enjoy Week 10 of the National Football League. Some lady named Mary got in the way. She interfered. That's stupid Mary. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ross, we're going to start with you. Be nice here. Boy. What did you learn from yesterday?
You want me to be nice here after you make that comment, Fred? You're a funny guy.
I'm on your side, Ross.
I like your haircut, by the way. It's
thank you.
You look sharp, buddy. You look sharp. Anyway, yeah, look it is what it is, man. You know, it's a hell of a play by DeAndre Hopkins, and Buffalo had their three best secondary guys on the play, and none of them could have prevented it. You know, it's hard to imagine that could happen, but it did. And we move on. But, you know, talk about unlucky. How about the people who had Arizona yesterday? -2.5 or -3. Arizona scores that touchdown to go up 32-30. And then with 2 seconds to go, of course, they kneel on the ball on the extra point try because they didn't want to risk a blocked extra point being returned for 2 points and tying the game. So, and then you had the Cleveland Browns and Nick Chubb, who stepped out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Cleveland being -3 in that, or -4, and they were up 3. That would have gave the Browns the cover. So, a couple unlucky bettors out there today, and a couple of lucky ones as well, Brad.
That is for sure. Don't forget, we have the man on the street coming up. He's at Soldier Field in Chicago. He's going to help us break down Monday Night Football, maybe tell us where to put our dime. But before we do that, of course, we're going to go to Mr. Chip Chirimbus. Welcome to Bettor Center Live. Welcome back to the show. It's good to see you again. What did you learn?
Thank you, Brad. It's always great to be here. Not so much for the weekend, what I've learned, but what I know is that in 1957, we're talking about 63 years ago today, Oklahoma had their 47-game win streak stopped by Notre Dame, who won 7-0. And also on that same date, an NBA record for rebounds was set by Bill Russell at 49. This was November 16th, 1957. I was 8 years old.
Yeah, he was a hell of a rebounder. Not just basketball, but rebounding for ladies, too. Pretty good. Someone understood that one. Louis Bag of Diamonds, what did you learn, young man?
Whew. We learned a lot of stuff yesterday. You know, as well as Tampa Bay did yesterday. I could count four easy open receivers going to the end zone that Brady missed. That was pretty shocking to me. So he's actually that's a little worrisome. He's definitely missing some open receivers. Miami, I guess I'm learning that they're in the playoff hunt. Don't know how, but they are, and they are looking. They're looking pretty good. There's a team with a lot of confidence right now, and confidence and a strong belief system overrules the talent. I am a firm believer in that. Steelers figured out how to slap Joe Burrow around. I'm wondering if others will do that. He really doesn't have a great supporting cast, especially on that offensive line, and it showed dearly yesterday. Cleveland Browns, what a mistake betting on them. That was my bad. So they're just too damn inconsistent. I could go on and on and on, but let's get back with the show, Brad. That's what I learned.
But I'll give you your good Louis Bag of Diamonds. You finally gave in to those Las Vegas Raiders, your hometown Raiders, and you said, I'll put a little dime on them, and it paid off, didn't it?
It did.
Or didn't
They, Denver has a very suspect defense, as we're starting to see right now. And as many of us have been chirping this weekend, Derek Carr has really flew well under the radar. And I guess, they are definitely playoff material right now as well, potential. Are they going to be able to knock off the Chiefs? If they get them Sunday night, who knows where that one's going to go.
Run the stinking ball, John Gruden. The Raiders are doing it. We're going to go to the man on the street. This guy is very special. His name is Tony Cusimano. He's in Chicago, Illinois, Soldier Fields. Where should we put our money tonight? The Vikings and the Bears. Take it away, Tony Coo.
The Bears are what we thought they were. They're what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bullshit? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Thank you, Bettor Center. Tony C. here, your man on the street, and I am back in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, Soldier Field, home of the Chicago Bears, where on Monday Night Football, the Minnesota Vikings, 3-5 Minnesota Vikings, come to town to take on the 5-4 Chicago Bears. But here's the $64,000 question as I rattle off these lines. Over and under is 45, and the line is 2.5. But wait a minute. How are the Chicago Bears plus 2.5 at home, and they're 5-4 against a division foe that's coming in 3-5? Well, I'll tell you how. That's why I entered with the Coach Green clip, because the Chicago Bears are who they thought they were. That's why that's who we thought they were. They're nobodies. They're not a 5-4 team, everybody, and we know that. And Ross Benjamin knows it. They're a 3-6 team. Really, they are. They're a 3-6 team. I mean, they've got some lucky wins here. Tampa Bay 20-19 right here at home. They had the lucky victory against the Atlanta Falcons. You could even give them a lucky victory in opening day at Detroit, where they had to come from behind there. They had to fight for their lives to beat the lowly New York Giants in week 2 right here at Soldier Field. So the Bears are who we know they are, people, and that's why they're plus 2.5 under the lights in a nationally televised game on Monday Night Football. So here's what we have. We've got a red-hot Minnesota team. Cousins is really starting to show his value after he signs the 2-year contract extension. I really see the Minnesota Vikings here. I see them finishing, honestly, at 9-7, or possibly even with 7-1 in their last 8 weeks. They could easily be a 10-6 football team. Minnesota is that good now. They're dotting the I's. They're crossing the T's. That offense is starting to click. Look at their last 2 weeks. At Green Bay, a big win. Then they really took care of the Detroit Lions last week at home. So the Bears are who we thought they were. I've got to get some feedback from everybody at Bettor Center, especially Mr. Ross Benjamin, who's been drinking that Chicago Bear Kool-Aid. With that, guys, I'm going to throw it back to you from Soldier Field, the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, the mistake on the lake. Take it away, Bettor Center, Mr. Ross Benjamin. I want to hear from you.
There is no luck, Mr. Tony Cusimano, in sports. It's all skill. And the Bears are who we thought they were. What do you think about this? The Minnesota Vikings struggling, just like the Bears offense have been struggling pretty much the whole year. And now they're cooking. Why? Because Dalvin Cook is back 2 games in a row against the NFC North. And here could be game number 3, playing the Chicago Bears on the road. Kirk Cousins has not fared Monday night. I want to know from my bettors, my professional sports handicappers, what do you think and what are you considering? What information is pertinent for tonight? And we'll start with Ross Benjamin.
Boy, Tony, you're hurting my feelings right off the bat on a Monday morning. You're picking on me. Anyway, here's what I think. I don't like the side. I'm going to have a total on this game tonight. You could obtain that by going to bettorcenter.com. So I will have a 5-star winning total on this contest. Now, getting back to the side, The Bears have beat Minnesota 4 in a row. The Bears have been a pretty good home underdog since 2016, specifically in that time period. 13-4-1 against the spread as a home dog, and that includes 8-2 against the spread as a home underdog of 3.5 to 7 points. So the only thing I will say, I don't know when Tony recorded that, but at the end of the day, Chicago right now, I'm seeing as high as a 3.5-point home underdog, and that total at 44. Yep. So if I was to take a side, I would have a small lean here on the Bears with that extra hook on the field goal, 3.5 against Minnesota.
Thank you, Ross B. Well, the Vikings opened up +1.5. Now they're -3.5 at the Bears, over under 46.5, which is currently at 44. That brings us to Chip Chirimbis. How'd you do yesterday, by the way?
I did win my Sunday night bailout game, which brings my standalone NFL games Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays to 19-8 on the year. And tonight, of course, qualifies as another standalone game. And I, like Ross and a number of other people, were kind of surprised to see the Vikings even come up the favorite in this series at Chicago. Chicago's won 4 in a row in the series. The home team's gone 25-10 in the last 35 meetings. That's not bad. This is all against the points, folks. And of course, Chicago is 13-4 against this team in the last 17 times they've hosted them. Very shocked, very surprised that Minnesota was as strong a favorite as they are. Bears have lost 3 in a row. I come back with the Bears and the points here. This might be against my better judgment because my first instinct was that Minnesota being favored here at Chicago, where Chicago's been so tough, maybe the Vikings have finally put it together. But you have to remember one thing. Kirk Cousins, lifetime record on Monday nights, 0-9.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That's what I brought out. He struggles on Monday Night Football. I don't know. We have to consider everything here. But before we go to Louis Bag of Diamonds, we have a quick minute highlight reel of how awesome our professional handicappers are here on BettorCenter.com. Please take it away.
The week goes on, and it'll continue to go on the same way. Gruden's done a great job with this Raider team. They're controlling the ball. Carr isn't throwing the ball upfield as much as you might imagine, but they've got a running game now with Jacobs. But believe it or not, I think this game goes under.
Tip the cap to Notre Dame. They came up with the plays they needed to come up with, and I think they're going to steam full ahead. Now, to me, the line coming down makes it cheaper. It's like getting a discount on a pair of Air Jordan.
5 plays I have out there today, 5 games, but one of them is the total on this game. It's an executive play. Stop out to BettorCenter.com. Make yourself some money with it.
And Michigan's defense is atrocious. There's no way this game goes less than double digits. Wisconsin is going to beat Michigan like a drum tonight.
Should be an easy game here, Wisconsin. Lay the points.
Today, I'm looking for Kyle Murray to have a great day against this suspect defense of Buffalo.
Buffalo, 2 straight up home wins, now going on the road. Tough spot for them, so I'm going to agree with the crew, and I really like Arizona today. It's one of my better plays.
I got to align with these 2 gentlemen here. I'll be riding that over train.
I'm going to use the Bearcats, and by the way, that's a Bearcats defense that's allowing 11 points per game this season, okay? I know East Carolina scored points, but they haven't faced a defense of this caliber all year long. Cincinnati wins this game 42-10, somewhere around there. Lay the points with Cincinnati. That's my free pick on Friday the 13th.
I like Miami in this spot. It's the feel. I don't like to go against the momentum of a team playing well, and Miami certainly has the momentum. And the Chargers, it's hit or miss for them, and I think today they're probably going to miss. I think Miami's going to get a win here.
The line was very low for a team like Tennessee, and what the bookmaker was possibly telling me is that the Titans may have lost their mojo.
Everybody overlooks the fact that their defense has been very vulnerable, Louis. They're giving up like 395 yards per game, and in my estimation, the urgency and desperation lies with Indianapolis as well. So I'm going with Indianapolis here over the Tennessee Titans on Thursday Night Football.
I just love the way this sets up for the Colts bouncing back. I think they're the stronger team. I thought the line was soft. Now it's moving back toward the Colts.
We got an alignment, gentlemen. It does look to be Indianapolis should be the play. The Colts are 5-0-1 against the number after a double-digit home loss. 12-4-1 against the number on Thursday nights. Hopefully we got a nice recap reel for you tomorrow with a solid winner.
Lots to take away from this highlight reel. I want to look at the fact that now rookie quarterbacks traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast are 1-14-1 in the last several years. And here we go again. Justin Herbert, my boy from Oregon, struggles in Miami. And also, I like what Chip Chirimbus said about the suspect Bills defense. They've given up now 25 plus points in 6 games this year. And I believe, Ross, what was that, like 1 last year? Defense was so good.
Yeah,
I think you only gave up,
it's
1.
amazing the turnaround. I mean, the offense was their weak link last year, and the last couple of years. As a matter of fact, the defense had been a top 5 defense 3 years running, and with the core group back, that defensive right now their defensive performance is less than adequate, and like Seattle and like Tennessee. Yeah, you leave yourself vulnerable. I mean, you can't outscore teams all the time. When I say outscore, obviously you got to outscore teams to win a game, right? But what I'm trying to say is you can't keep continuing to depend on your offense to score 34, 35 points to win a game. And right now, my concern with Buffalo is 2 things. A, they can't run the ball, and B, they can't stop the run. And that's a recipe for disaster when you play quality teams. I will say this. I know that we highlighted the Arizona picks, but they didn't cover the last I checked. I don't know. Maybe, am I wrong? I don't. Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, Chipper, I think maybe you might have had it on the money line, is because I know you like taking the money line and those low numbers. So
I did have it on the money line.
Yep. That's what I figured. Back to you, Brad.
Well, the bright spot, Ross Benjamin, is that at least Buffalo forced 2 turnovers defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something good, I guess.
Hey, look, they got beat on a miracle play. It's the bottom line.
Right.
Their losses this year have come against Arizona, who's 6-3, Kansas City, who's 8-1, and Tennessee, who's 6-3.
First place.
They're not losing to bad teams, and they've also beat a few good teams. I mean, right now, Miami's 6-3. They beat them. The Rams are 6-3. They beat them, and Seattle's 6-3. So it's not like they haven't beaten. They played a pretty tough schedule, Brad. With all things considered, I would have signed up for 7-3 at this juncture of the season.
7-3 in first place in the AFC East. You'll take that. Hey, Chip, what about those New York Giants? What do you think? It's looking pretty good because it's looking so bad. There's nothing wrong with that.
Super Bowl bound. They love playing in Tampa. They win Super Bowls there.
Yeah, they did. You remember what happened in 1991 last time?
Well, I remember they beat Buffalo. They did lose to the Ravens in the same venue, but they beat Buffalo. That was the big one.
That was a good one.
Sorry,
all right,
Ross.
Let's move to Louis Bag of Diamonds.
Okay.
Louis,
you're brutal today on Ross.
Oh man,
it's tough being a Bills fan.
It's been a rough couple years.
Hey man, it is what it is. Hey, I got to say this though. I miss saying this if I can. My 10-star top plays Saturday on Florida, winner easily over Arkansas, and yesterday had the Rams as a 10-star top play, also cashed in over Seattle. You can get my picks at bettercenter.com as well as the rest of these guys too. So again, folks, check it out, bettercenter.com. You can get all our paid selections, which are our best plays that we have at bettercenter.com.
Yes, just go to the shopping bag, right? Do you,
shopping
Louis,
cart.
do you guys do double plastic or double paper, or is it just buy as you come?
We do double digital.
Double digital. I like that. All right, Louis, let's hear your picks. Monday Night Football. This is red hot. We're talking about the Minnesota Vikings cooking 2 games in a row. Dalvin Cook back in the lineup. They don't seem to lose much when he's there. 12 touchdowns on the year. They're in hostile territories, though. The Chicago Bears, they want to prove that they are somebody, but apparently to Tony Cusimano, they're not. Ross disagrees. What are your thoughts?
I'll give you one guess. What do you think I'm going to do here today? One guess.
Teaser.
Yeah, there's only that's the only way to roll. I don't really have too much of an opinion on the total. I'll leave that one for Ross. I will say that there's an edge on the under as far as the head-to-head matchup. 12 out of the last 17 have gone under, but that doesn't do it for me just to go out there and bet this game under, especially with Dalvin Cook being as hot as he is right now. Will he cool off? I think maybe a little bit. There's just too much of that Monday night magic that is that home dog on Monday night, the 3.5. Don't want to lay the 3.5 whatsoever. The home team 25-10, which Chip talked about, and 14-3 for the Bears at home versus the Vikings. 5 out of the last 6 versus the Vikings. Too many things are going in the Bears' direction, and I don't think it matters who they really are, because I think tonight they bring that A game, and the A game will get you the cover on the teaser. It'll probably get you the cover with the 3.5, but I'm going to grab them on the teaser. I'm going to open it up, but I'll probably tease it with the under, but the under is not a play for me, only an edge on the teaser. So that's kind of where I'm rolling with this game tonight. I just can't see laying them points on the road in the division with 0-9 Cousins on Monday night. Simple as that. Got to find them points. Grab them points on the teaser.
Thank you, Louis Diamond. All right, let's go around the room. Last thoughts, anything to say, because we only have one game. We know that's the most interesting play of the day. We start with Chip Chirimbus. Final thoughts.
Well, like I mentioned before, I'm kind of a bit confused at the opening line with Minnesota becoming the favorite. The action on this game is split 50-50. I went with the trends and with the angles, shall we say, in this game. I think that the numbers pile up on the Bears side. I'm going to take a small play on the Bears.
Ross Benjamin, final thoughts, rbwins.com.
I'm not going to be redundant. I gave you the reasons why I would lean toward the Bears as an opinion play, but I'm not going to use that as a pay selections. Folks, look in my eyes. 31-21 with my last 52 NFL pay selections. That's 60%. If you make 60% of your decisions in life are right ones, you're living pretty good. I'm making those in the NFL this season. And again, I have the winning total. You can get it right now at bettorcenter.com. The winning total tonight from Ross Benjamin, bettorcenter.com. Check it out. Buy. Let me put some money in your pocket. Back to you, Brad.
Bag of diamonds. Make some money in our pocket. Final words. Go.
Well, I would. Ross seems pretty confident about that total tonight. So I think if you really want to move on that total, I would give Ross a little love there tonight. He feels like he's definitely got that number. As far as me tonight, like I just said, I will be teasing the Bears and potentially with the under. But what I'll really tease it with, what I know I will be teasing it with, will be one bet with the Bears into the Cards and the Seahawks over on Thursday night. It's already up to 58.5, guys, and 59. So if you haven't bet it yet, you better get in soon, because that number's still going to rise. And you either bet it over or you don't bet it. That's all I can say with that. But look for them Bears on a teaser here tonight to cash a ticket for you.
The Bears. All right, that'll do it here for Bettor Center. Remember, check us out, bettorcenter.com. Go to the shopping cart. Also, we'll see you next time, bettorcenter.com. This is Bettor Center Live. Check out Louis Diamond at YouTube and also Facebook. We do at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be back Thursday. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Special thanks to Louis Diamond, Ross Benjamin, Chip Chirimbus, and no, I didn't forget about you, Eugene Stewart, and Spotlight Film Productions. If you can't be good, be bad. Play like the Jets.